Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing out there? It's your boy Dan here again. Another great morning. Beautiful day outside, not so hot, a little overcast, but still I can deal with it. Rather this than the 125-degree weather we've been having recently. Um, with that being said, let's jump right into the topic this morning. This morning I wanted to talk about mindset and how powerful your mind is, and how sometimes we can change our mindset to see problems as opportunities. Now, if you talk to, I've been talking to a lot of people around me that I've seen are successful, that they had great careers or they're in a great career and they're doing other great things. And a common thread between all of them is that they all have a great positive attitude. You know what I'm saying? A positive, great attitude. And nothing really seems to be a problem to them. You know what I'm saying? And I started reading up on it and I started looking into things. And a lot of successful entrepreneurs, business people, they look at problems as a challenge or an opportunity to do something even better or do something even great. You know what I mean? So what if you can change your mind processes to see every problem as an opportunity? Now, in doing my research, this is going to help you in a few ways, and it's going to help pretty rapidly. The first one is that, it's going to reduce the burden of the stress you're going through. You're not gonna look at it as something that can defeat you or something that can stop you. This is gonna be a opportunity where you can achieve even more. The second one is that it's gonna contextualize the problem. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to consciously take a problem and break it down to the point where it doesn't become so overwhelming to you that you know how to get through it. And the third one, it's going to encourage growth. If you ever been through a situation in your life, whatever it was, a big test coming up, a big game coming up, problems at work, problems in your marriage, problems in, raising your children, whatever it might be, if you ever got through it, and when you got through it, if you sat back and looked at it, that was a great time for you to grow. You've learned something that you didn't know before, and you're going to use it in the future because now you put it into your toolkit, and now you can pull on that experience, you know what I'm saying, to help you get through another situation that you might have come up, another problem that might come up in your life. I did want to pinpoint a couple things to help us get through these kinds of things. Except that the first thing is you have to accept that problems are inevitable, no matter who you are. If you're the richest person in the world, the poorest person in the world, you have one job, two jobs, three jobs, no jobs, you're going to school, you know what I'm saying, you're a child playing in a playground, whatever it might be, problems are inevitable. They're going to come, and you know what? They're going to come at the worst time too. It's always going to be the worst time. Something's going to hit you and you're going to be like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Could be the absolutely worst time this is going to ever happen to me. So accept the fact that problems are inevitable. It's going to come. It's going to happen, Second thing is steel yourself from your first impression, and what I'm saying is that, for example, let's say you're driving to work, normal Monday morning, it's always going to be a Monday morning, normal Monday morning, and you blow a tire, and now you're on the highway with a blown tire, you pulled over to the side, what's your initial reaction? It's going to be, oh, you know what, I got a flat tire, this is gonna make me late for work, this is gonna cost me money I didn't budget in my pocket for another tire, etc., etc., etc. And you're just gonna compound the one thing that happened with all these other issues that in your head you're just going through. You're just going through. Now what if you just stopped and said, okay, I have a flat tire. Period. I have a flat tire. Period. What do I have to do to change the tire? What do I have to do to call, somebody to help me change the tire? What do I have to do? So instead of, oh, this sucks and that and this and boom and bam, you know what I'm saying? You just stopped and said, what do I have to do next? What do I have to do from this point forward? I have a buddy of mine, one of my best friends, closest friends. He's doing some work on a car, and he had it all broken apart and stuff like that. And then he found out he needed this tool and that tool and all that kinds of stuff like that. And he said something to the effect of, that's all right, because I was able to get the things that I needed, and now I can finish the job. He took it down, and he sat back from the problem. Instead of just being pissed off and angry and stuff like that, he stepped back and said, this is what I got to do to keep moving forward. The second one is distance yourself from the problem. The world doesn't revolve around you, doesn't revolve around me. You know what I mean? So therefore, sometimes, you're thinking in your head, oh, I'm gonna be late for that meeting, and this ain't gonna get done, and that work ain't gonna get done, and this, that. You know what? The world doesn't revolve around you. You know what I'm saying? It's not about you. So if you take yourself away from that stress, you're thinking is going to happen because of you not being somewhere, or you missing a meeting, or whatever. Take yourself out of it. Just take yourself out of it. Just focus on the problem. I have a flat tire. What do I do next? You know what I mean? Learn to objectify, evaluate threats and consequences. So now it's time to, like I said before, flat tire. I'm gonna keep going back to that analogy. I'm gonna go back to the flat tire. So flat tire, what do I do next? Okay, I need it. Do I have a spare? Yes. Is this a safe place for me to change the tire? Yes. No. Do I have kids in the car? Do I have other things going on that I have to worry about while I'm changing the tire? Go through that kind of checklist in your head while you're solving the problem. Keep solving the problem. Don't dwell on the problem. Keep solving the problem. I used to have a boss that I used to work for way back in the day, and when something would come up, like an issue or a concern or a problem, he used to get so angry, like, and just be pissed off, you know what I mean? And to the point where you can't even talk to the man until he finished his ranting and raving and angriness to say, okay, got through all that. Now, how do we solve the problem? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we spilt the milk. Now, how do we clean the milk up? Like, what do we do next? There was no, there was nothing positive. There was nothing good about sitting there angry and complaining and, just talking about this problem over and over and over. Okay, the problem happened. Let's move on. Let's see what we have to do to get the problem solved, This goes into the next one. Ignore reactions and focus on improvements. You know what I mean? Plain and simple. Like, you gotta get away from that whole, angry stage about a problem, because you know what? Problems are inevitable, right? You're gonna have a problem. There's never ever gonna be a perfect situation that's gonna happen all the time like that, And if it does happen, great job. Perfect games in Major League Baseball happens once in a rare moon. Congratulations, you really deserve it. But you know what? Most of the time, things are not going to go the way you planned it. They're just not. No matter how much time you plan in your preparation, no matter how much time you thought about, oh, I've done this a million times before, or whatever it might be, things are never going to go the same. And, with me being in the car business, I could have sold 100,000 cars, and the 100,001, I'm gonna have a problem that I've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? I never had before. But that's great, because now it gives me the opportunity to solve it and then put that into my tool bag. Now I know what I can do for the next time. You know what I mean? You got to think about it that way. So, like, in conclusion, problems are inevitable. Let me repeat that. Problems are inevitable. How you react to them is going to show the successful person from the non-successful person. The person that is going to keep going, keep pushing, solve the problem than the person to sit there and just complain about the problem and dwell in that negativity. And it's going to bring on depression. It's going to bring on fatigue. It's going to bring on all these things that is not going to help you moving on to the next piece of the puzzle. So, you know, next time you have a problem, next time you have an issue with raises, try to sit back for a second, take a breath, break down the problem, and then how do I fix it? You know what I mean? Complaining about it is not going to help. It's just not going to help. So, all right, this is another morning talk with Dan. I appreciate you guys tuning in. You know, for those that are watching these videos, I really do appreciate you. You know, you guys are awesome. I got another video coming out today too. This one's going to be a little bit more of my car business stuff, but we received a very, very rare car in yesterday, a 2018 Maybach. It is absolutely beautiful, 14,000 miles on it. I'm gonna do a walk around on the car and show you all like the beautiful stuff in this vehicle. This car has amazing technology, amazing comfort. It's just, I think this is the perfect car for me to start my my walk around videos with. So stay tuned to that. I'll upload it later on. I don't think it's gonna rain today, so we should be good with that one. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in again. All right, peace. Stay killing it.